Hi everyone, welcome to another video presentation. As you know, we are back from spring break and we are smack dab in the middle of Module 6 Part 2. We have 3 more modules after that. Module 7 does have 3 module sections, so we're getting very near the end of the course. In this module section, as you've seen, we're practicing our video presentation skills, and we're doing that by conducting mock interviews. So there are 2 discussion boards this week. The first one is where you just post 3 or 4 questions that you think are good interview questions to prepare for beforehand, or questions you might have been asked in interviews. And then we're going to use those to actually conduct mock interviews where you're not only someone trying to hire an employee, but you're also someone looking for work at a company. So the way we'll do that is every person will post an employer video where they're asking 3 questions, and then you'll choose one, it doesn't matter which one, to respond to, and you will answer those 3 questions as someone who might be looking for that job. So we're going to be hopefully killing a couple birds with that stone. Some interview practice if you're looking for a career in the future, that might help you, and then getting comfortable with using your webcam, making sure it's the room you're in is well lit, that we can see and hear you well, because that will come into play in a few weeks when we start recording our final presentation for the course. So just if you have questions about that or having some problems, let Vicky or I know. We can help out. We can figure it out together if you've not used that kind of technology before. There are also instructions, I think, on how to upload your video to YouTube instead of trying to upload it directly to the discussion board. That takes a lot of time, and those are fairly big video files. YouTube does a great job, and you can make that a private video so that only those with the link can see it. So if you need more help with that part of it too, let me know. Also, just a reminder to be completing your ePortfolio artifacts and those sections in your ePortfolio. Coming up tomorrow, Module 7 Part 1, we will be looking more at our portfolios. And in fact, by the end of next module section, your portfolio will be due. If you've created your portfolio in Digication, there's a few more things I need to look at and grade, so I'm asking that those who have created their portfolios in Digication submit those by the end of next module, Module 7 Part 1. You will leave placeholders for the 2 final assignments, your capstone assignment and your final reflections presentation. Those go in Outcome 1, problem solving, and Outcome 4, effective speaking, respectively. So you can finish the rest of it with justification language and assignment details, but leave space for the artifact itself so I know that you will be uploading that at a later time. There's also an assignment in Digication itself that I have a video on that can walk you through that. You're welcome to submit the completed pages of other outcomes besides Outcome 1 and 4 to that assignment in Digication. Those aren't due until everything is complete, so in a couple more weeks. But if you have questions, or if you're just wondering how that works, you might want to get a head start on that now. So those of you who created your portfolio in Blackboard, and there's I think about 8 or 9 of you in all of our sections, you do not have to submit anything in this assignment. You will be asked to do that at the end in 2 more weeks, and then I will use that final assignment once all 6 outcomes are filled and completed to grade at that time. The reason I'm doing that is there's not other sections that I need to look at in your Blackboard portfolio, and the way the Blackboard portfolio is shared, each time you add something you have to re-share a new link to that, so it will be easier just to do that one time at the end of the semester. So those of you who did use Blackboard for your portfolio, I will remind you coming up in the last week of the course to share your Blackboard portfolio with us, and then we can give you feedback and grading on that as well. So if you have any questions about any of that, let me know. Hopefully you've been finishing up your service learning hours. Remember, if you have not already submitted your service learning confirmation all the way back in Module 2, you do need to do that. That's a required part of the course. I need to know if your organization is using OrgSync to keep track of your hours, or if you needed to fill out a student-initiated service learning form and get that signed by your supervisor. And then those of you who are using the student-initiated path for your service learning, you also need to keep track of your hours manually using the service hours log sheet. All those documents can be found in our course resources in the capstone, in the service learning resources folder, so you can find those there if you haven't done that already. By this time, hopefully most of you will have logged all 15 of your hours. You do have until week 15 to do that, but I would encourage that to get done sooner rather than later, so that you'll have time for your final capstone assignment, whether that's the project with justification paper or if that's the full research paper. You do need time to kind of put the finishing touches on that assignment. So again, let me know if you have questions on any of that. I'm getting excited for you. I know you are also excited probably to be this close to graduating. So keep up the good work until the end, and definitely reach out to Vicki or I if you have any questions about anything. And if we don't hear from you, we will definitely see you online. Thanks.